Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are asking for a message from your angels about your current situation. Beautiful souls, welcome back if you are returning. Welcome if you're new. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this amazing community that we're building here. Now, we have 3 beautiful cards to assist you in finding the right pile for you. We have 3 beautiful angels as well. So let's have a look at the cards in more detail and the crystal angels. So pile 1, we have Angel of Wisdom. This is what it looks like. Here I am about to put it down. Let me give you a really good look at that. Angel of Wisdom. And Angel of Wisdom is sitting with the green aventurine angel. Really beautiful angels. Okay. How interesting. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm getting a really strong message coming through from that, actually, just from that one angel. I will speak about it in the reading. Okay, pile 2. You have Angels of the Universe. This is for pile 2. And this is with the Amethyst angel. Let me show this to you. Beautiful colouring. This is the Amethyst angel. So that's for pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have Angel of Dreams. Really beautiful. And Angel of Dreams is sitting with the Trolleyite angel. This is what it looks like. Okay, so those are our 3 cards for today for the 3 piles. These are the 3 angels, 3 crystals. Beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer. I always do this just to give you a little bit more time if you need it. I know many of you will already have tuned in to whichever reading or readings is speaking to you. It could be an angel, it could be a card, it could be a mix of both. Beautiful souls, trust your intuition. If something is feeling right, there will almost certainly be a message there for you. Beautiful souls, I'll leave the video running. I've put the timestamps below and I'll put them in a comment for you as well. So it should be really, really easy to sort of ping straight through to the reading or readings that are speaking to you. And I will see you in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. What message do your angels wish to give you about your current situation? We are asking for a message about your current situation. May we kindly request a message. Okay. Just going to draw your oracle cards first, and then we will dive into some tarot cards as well. Let's look at these. We have, you know what to do. if you're finding that you're procrastinating or deliberating, I truly apologise in advance, because this is sort of saying, look, you already know what to do. Just trust your inner guidance, your inner knowledge. I think you do actually know. Maybe this reading in many ways is just telling you, Angel of Wisdom, that you do actually know what you need to do. As I say, if you're struggling with procrastination, I think they're having a little bit of a giggle and just saying, come on, you're amazing, you can do this. It's meant with encouragement and real joy. Interesting though, Angel of Wisdom. I wonder if you're feeling like you're, yeah, sensitivity, there we are. I wonder if you are feeling as though somehow, I don't know, you're not quite good enough. One of those sort of imposter syndrome moments when you really, really just feel like, like, oh, I should learn more, I should do a bit more, or it's not quite ready, or I should go back and do another, I don't know, the 24th edit. If that would be me. That would be me if I'm writing something. I still don't think it's good enough. And actually, very often it really is. I just need to let it go. But you are also feeling unbelievably sensitive at the moment. And therefore, in a way, even though I think that whatever it is that you need to let go of, like hand it over, send it out there, move forward, say yes to something, activate it, get it going. I think you do actually know that it's ready. But I don't think the procrastination is that you don't know that it is. I think it is more to do with your sensitivity. And I do think there's a part of you thinking, shall I just do a bit more? Actually, your angels are really saying to you, this is fine. It's time to move on with it. Green aventurine is one of the wonderful, wonderful energies. What was coming through right at the start, actually, as I was drawing the cards and just showing them to you, I really did see this sort of very wise, sort of sage energy coming out of this angel. I always think with green aventurine, I feel like somebody's just put a blanket over my shoulders when I sit with it, and they literally, it's like I'm being given a hug from the universe. Look at the way this angel is just sitting on this beautiful swing, just right behind you. They've really got your back, really, really got your back. You don't need to do any more to something. You simply need to move it forwards and recognize your sensitivity, honor your sensitivity. 7777, perseverance. Wow. Couldn't write it really, could you? Change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There is a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the next step is. This is all about keeping on going, not faltering, believing. Even, look at this as well. Can you see the doorway that is right in front of you? Memories of Atlantis. Spiritual acceleration, progress, technology. At the time of doing these readings, there's a lot of retrograde energy about. So truly, honestly as well, if you have felt like sometimes things are working against you, we've had some monumental solar flares, which, scientists have been plotting the sun and the solar flares for years and years and years. And right now the sun is behaving in a very unpredictable way. It's not as expected. And the solar flares have taken out all kinds of pockets of sort of electronics and satellites. It's not your fault if something hasn't run smoothly. There's just a lot of energy around that is causing that. It doesn't mean it should be a problem for you. These things in many ways are just sent, I think, to get us to slow down rather than to be so goal driven. I don't know whether life is really meant to work from A to B in a straight line. I think it's a much more interesting journey if we take a windy road. And retrograde energy tends to get us to take a windy road. Retrograde energy, interestingly, also brings up things from the past for us that we need to let go of and put down. And in this instance with you, that would be to do with any kind of self-doubt, actually. I think there is something to be moved forwards, and your angels are saying, come on, just send it off, do it, make it happen. You don't have to worry about this. Everything is good. You're very sensitive at the moment, but truly, and perhaps there is something very vulnerable, isn't there, about taking a step forward with something, and potentially, I think sometimes however much we want success, there's a vulnerability about going after it. Sometimes in case it doesn't work out, or indeed the consequences if it does. So, it's interesting. Let's have a look and see what else we are shown here. Okay. Kindly ask for my pile ones. More guidance, more information. What else are we shown? So we have justice. Right. I think the issue here is that this is one of those scenarios, you sort of know. You kind of know. I mean, I think you really do sort of know. However, of course, you don't know. That sounds like a contradiction, but genuinely, I think you know that. I think you know that this is ready. Let's say you've written your first novel, and you know you've edited it 20,000 times, and you know you really should just send it off. But of course, what you don't know is what kind of response you're going to get. There's something here about really deep down, you do know that it's ready to move forwards. This is a point at which something needs to be moved forwards. However, you don't know what response you're going to get. And that's why I think there is this sort of element of do I, don't I? And you're sensitive about it. But look at this. You have this beautiful death card. Absolutely gorgeous. This is about transformation. It's about rebirth. You have the Five of Pentacles. This is interesting what's coming through here. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Wands. You have the Queen of Swords. And you have the Nine of Wands. I think we have room for one more as well. So shall we draw another? Yeah, let's draw another first, and then I will dive into the story that's coming through here. Okay. And then we have the Moon. How beautiful. Okay. This really is the time that there is actually a doorway opened for you. This is the time for you to accelerate. What we're seeing here is that in many ways, the only thing in the way is actually your sensitivity and your concern and your fear of the response you're going to get. What they're sort of saying here is that timing is actually quite relevant to now. And this is another kind of message coming through. Timing is actually relevant. It is time for you to make a decision and act with the Queen of Swords. She's very, very good at taking action. She's very good at being decisive. You have the Death card, so it's really the stage of whatever it is that you're working at has got to a point where it needs to sort of complete and birth into its next phase. Their concern is almost like with the Five of Pentacles, if you don't take action, that it will sort of start to, a bit like an apple, it'll start to rot. If you cut it in half, it can be absolutely delicious, ripe as anything and just perfect. But if you don't take a bite out of it and eat it now, it would have been better not to cut it. An apple will stay intact, but the moment you cut it, and there it is, ready to eat, you need to eat it. This is timing that we're being shown here. The Ten of Pentacles, I think, is showing you and reassuring you that there's going to be a good result, progress, spiritual acceleration. It may be as well that some of you may be connected in what you're doing, this project. It could be something that is like an advancement of something. Doing some really interesting work. It may be part of what your fear is about, is that you're stepping into something that feels like it's quite new, like new technology. And because of that, maybe there's, again, a little bit of a concern about how will it be received. Perhaps you want to set forth on a research project. In many ways, I think your hunch is right. The information and the research you've done so far is right. You want to take it further forwards. You're dying to take it further forwards. The research you've done is amazing. And so a proper big study should happen. But you're kind of thinking, well, this is new territory. How will it be received? Keeps coming through. I think it's going to be received with great regard, this sort of angel of wisdom. I almost felt like I could see this angel in the halls, like the Akashic halls and the Akashic records. It's like just a sort of a figure or a mentor of high standing, of wisdom. This is the time to move this forwards. 10 of Wands. I think you could be slightly overwhelmed because I think it's quite a big step forward, whatever it is. Again, maybe that's partly why there's a reticence, but it's a big step forwards. It would be like a step up, I think, for many of you, but it's really worth it. Really, really worth it. Don't overburden yourself with concerns about The how, this is about moving it forwards, taking it forwards, approaching the right people, walking through the door in a sort of a state of trust that the right people will come to you and assist you. The way will be illuminated. We have the moon here. This is about being clear and decisive and deciding to move it forwards because you know that the timing is right. And I think the timing is right. And it will move forwards very, very quickly. The way will be illuminated. You don't have to worry about the hows. You just need to initiate it. You need to take that step to push something out there, put something out there. Once you take that step, everything else is going to kind of fall into place. It really will. Wow, this is lovely. So much reassurance, so much reassurance. You know your stuff. What you've been working on is right. So take it forwards, send off the book, send off the manuscript or whatever it is. I don't know, launch your music on YouTube, your poetry, your whatever it is, send off the film script, whatever it is. I mean, I'm just thinking of sort of writing examples, but it could be anything. Whatever this is for you, it's this hesitation. I mean, if it's love, approach the person. Stop worrying. Stop thinking, we come from really different worlds. What would they think of me? Persevere. You've been given enough of the signals of the thumbs up to know that this person feels something for you. Move it forwards. Yes, you're sensitive. Move it forwards. Don't be fearful of how it's going to look or what's going to happen or how it's going to be. Take action. Be decisive. Do it. Everything will just be illuminated. This is something that's going to unfold naturally. But you've got to take that step. For the next phase of its development, of its evolution, you've got to take the next step to kind of initiate that and make it happen. And this is the message from your angels. Pile 1, I'm loving your reading. I really am. It's super duper supportive. It really, really is. Beautiful souls. It is wonderful to be reading for you today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing and all the things that you do that support the channel. So I look forward to seeing you for some other readings. I also have live events coming up and webinars. So if you want to make sure that you never miss any of these things, subscribe and press the little bell icon. And at the time of uploading this reading, I literally do have a live event coming up tomorrow where we're going to do a collective reading and lean into the energy of Three Eye Atlas and really inquire about that consciousness and also how the consciousness of that comet, because it's not really behaving like a comet, of how the energy and consciousness is impacting on you personally. Bring cards if you're coming, because it's a collective reading where we are going to be reading together. So beautiful souls. I look forward to seeing you there, maybe for some of you, or for some other readings, or indeed do check out my all zodiac sign readings on my other channel. They are all live now as well. Whenever you come to this reading, it's timeless. If you check out just the homepage of this channel and indeed the homepage of the other channel where I do my all zodiac sign readings, you'll find stuff that may be helpful and relevant to you if that's something that's of interest. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. What message do your angels have for you about your current situation? Okay, I'm seeing these 2 cards for you. You have teaching and learning and prosperity. Ooh, angels of the universe. And you have this beautiful, beautiful angel, the amethyst angel. Archangel Zadkiel, keep an open mind, learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others, and prosperity. I do think you are meant to be moving into some course of learning that will actually then enable you to spread that knowledge and take it further. I actually think this is really, really quite clear. So some of you may be considering a course of learning, a particular course in some way, shape or form. There's something that you can then take forwards from that. We have, I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Anunnaki light codes. Okay, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Okay, this is fascinating. Yeah. Interestingly enough, I think that whatever you step into in terms of learning, I think you'll have a very different take on it. It's like you'll make it your own. It would be like if you were doing a cookery course about, I don't know, like becoming a pastry chef. This is a really strange example, but I'm going down that road because it's come to mind. Let's say you learned a traditional skill, but you will then develop as a pastry chef some form of this that has never been seen or done before. It will be absolutely magical and mind-blowing and unique. And you will then potentially take that forwards and teach it to others. It's just an example, but hopefully you get what I mean, the flavour of the energy. Limitless potential, 0, 0, 0, 0. Wow. You've got reset, relaxation, unknown surrender, finish lines, success and victory. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished if you can dream it. There is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. Interesting. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. This is where I think you see things that other people are doing. And it's almost like it triggers something in you that says, well, somebody's already doing it. How would I be able to ever take that forwards? You will. You're going to have a very different take. Something's going to be shown to you along the way. So it's kind of like if you take that step forwards and you commit to doing it, and then from that, you develop a completely unique method that you then move on with. Like you learn the fundamentals of something. You then take it further. Just because it's in possession of another, it's also available to you, but it's available to you in a unique way. Your message is really clear. Wow, these messages are so clear. Thank you so much. I love it when this happens. Look at this. You have the death card. This is about transformation, rebirth, shedding skin. Part of the skin you're shedding, my beautiful pile twos, is the one that, it's the one that says, maybe you can't have it or someone else has done it. But interestingly enough, it's more of the flavour of the rebirth is that you take something in one shape or form and you transform it into something else. Let's say you were a sculptor, not a sculpture. You're a sculptor creating sculptures. Let's say you do that, and then you go and you learn a method where you're working with a particular stone or a particular form, or like ceramics or something or whatever, or working with wood, and then you take that to a whole new level. Quite amazing what you take it to a whole new level, and it's like you create your niche. It's quite remarkable. This is such a confirmation. So they are really honouring with your current situation that there is a pathway of learning to embark. It's something where you're looking at it, but sort of thinking there's too many people doing it already, or maybe it wouldn't work for you, or there's a course of learning. And I think this is about learning the fundamentals so that you can then develop something else from it. I'm seeing these and that one. And this one, and this one, and this one, and these two. Okay. You have the Emperor. You're going to be at the top of your game with this. I mean, this is absolutely a step up. Show the initiative, because you'll become a leader in your field, I think. Temperance. How interesting. Look at this. Look at the way she's balancing, juggling. For some of you, there may be some concerns. Yeah, look at this. We have the Eight of Swords. There may be some concerns about how you will balance things. It could be to do with finances. It could be to do with if you step up. Perhaps anxiety about, I said it could be about your life-work balance. We have Eight of Swords. There's a bit more to this situation, actually. A bit more to your situation. I think it's almost you feel like you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. It's like the only thing that's actually stopping you from moving forwards is you. We have the Four of Wands. Let's check this out, because there's a bit more to this. The High Priestess, the Ace of Wands. Wow, you've got the Emperor and the Empress. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Ah, okay. Okay. If any of you are a little bit further forward with this, there's an energy around you where I think you already know is that you will bring a different take to this, but I think you're fearful of upsetting. It's almost like upsetting your teacher by taking it even further. A good teacher will love the fact that you can take something even further. A good teacher will cherish the fact that you can take something and run with it. They will sit back and think, I did a job really, really well, because actually my student is now excelling to the point that it's over and above any of my personal achievements. It's like taking something on for the next generation. But I think I think you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. This would be like, actually, let's say you're working in a family business or something, and it's always been done a particular way, and you want to go and learn something new, because you can see that what you're doing and this family business, there could be a really different and unique take. It's where sometimes a business needs to diversify. And it could be extended and diversified, but perhaps one generation are very stuck with sort of doing it one way, and they don't really want to change because it's a bit fearful for them. Whereas you can really see what you could do with this. You could pick up that family business and transform it in an epic and monumentally prosperous way. But you know there might be a bit of resistance from the previous generations who've always done it in a particular way, but you could take it further. There's a prickly situation around you, and I think you're fearful of upsetting somebody. That's what I'm seeing here. You see it from both sides of the coin, but you're fearful that people don't, and that there'll be division. It would almost be like you might divide people, or they would see you as being, I don't know, rebellious or doing it differently. And you're fearful of it's not exactly of rocking the boat. It doesn't feel hurtful. I just think you just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. There could even be this sort of parental, generational thing. We've always done it this way. But I do think this is something you could really pick up and run with. You could do it differently. You see it differently. And your angels are really encouraging you to own and celebrate the way that you see it. Because there is an amazing future. This has your idea and your way of doing something differently in a new way. This has limitless potential. It's amazing. Let's ask about the prickly bit and see whether we can get any help and guidance around that. May we kindly ask about the prickly bit, please? May we kindly ask about the prickly bit, please? Queen of Swords. I think that they are actually asking you to try and spell it out logically. Approach it in almost like in a non-emotional way. I think if in a logical way you can reason with them. I mean, it would be a bit like putting together a little bit of a draft of a business plan or a vision to say, I think it could be done this way, and this could be done, and this is what could come back from it. I think there is going to be a way of presenting this in a very clear, factual kind of way that will enable anybody that might have been a bit prickly to sort of to be on your side, actually. I think you can heal things. This is a master crystal, amethyst. There's an energy of healing around you. Look at that. You have the 10 of Cups. I mean, this is happy families. This is joy. This is love. This is contentment. This is good relationships. This is wonderful. Yeah, you'll come through this, honestly. The way to approach this is to be quite logical about it, even though it feels very emotional. be really, really logical. Just present both sides of this. Present it and say, actually, this has worked amazingly. But as a foundation, I can't help feeling that we could possibly branch out in this direction or that direction. We can take it further. So I think the way to approach it is in a very, very logical, spelling it out and spelling out the pathway of success, or spelling out the process of this very clearly. And honestly, I think they'll be on side. It would be like if you joined a company as well, coming up with different examples of the energy, but you can see that that this company, if it continues as it is, producing just a few products, that if you don't expand into new marketplaces, things are going to cease to work. There'll be some problems. So this is about taking that further. You've had some amazing ideas. It's still working in the same ethos of the company, the same kind of product line, but this is about moving something forwards exponentially but differently. And you're absolutely right. This is sort of a really amazing pathway, and it would be like the business needs to shed its skin and move on and expand. And this is absolutely right. Your angels, the message about your current situation is exactly this: to go and learn whatever it is that you need to then build on this and take it to this whole other new level. But the prickly bit around it, I think you will be able to come through this. You'll be surprised if you are really clear about your ideas, your vision, how you intend to do this, what it's about. I think you will absolutely have people on side with you, so that I think your fears are unfounded here. The prickliness will blossom. That's what I'm seeing here. Loving your reading, absolutely loving it, my beautiful pile twos. I really am. Beautiful souls, this is magic. Thank you so much for being here. It's such an honour to read for you all. Thank you, all of you who are a part of this amazing community that we're building. It's an absolute joy and a privilege to read for you. Thank you so much, all of you, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and everything that you do that supports the channel. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. If you are watching this as I upload it, obviously it's a timeless reading. Readings come to us at the right time. I always feel, randomly something pops up in my stream and I think, I'm probably meant to listen to that. I do, and there's a message. It just seems to work that way always. But beautiful souls, if you're watching this as I upload it, I have a live event tomorrow where we're doing a collective reading and tuning into the consciousness of Three Eye Atlas. So bring your cards and come and read with me. Let's read together, beautiful souls. So if you are watching this, obviously if you're watching it in 6 weeks or a year's time, to be fair, if you're watching it in 6 weeks or a year's time and you think, I wish I'd attended that, there will be a recording of it. So go back to the channel and find the recording. Search for it on the channel's homepage. But beautiful souls, if you want to make sure that you never miss any live events or webinars or readings, subscribe, press the little bell icon, and hopefully everything will come into your stream as soon as I upload. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your readings. You have Angel of Dreams and the beautiful Trolleyite Angel. Very interesting colorations, actually. May we kindly ask for a message from your angels about your current situation. I think all 3 of these cards are coming through. I think you are the first pile, actually, to get 3 cards from this pack. I'm going to go with it. You've got Brilliant Idea, Moon Cycles, and Victory. Okay. Gosh, Angel of Dreams. This is an exciting reading. It really, really is. Let's see what else we are showing for you, my beautiful pile 3s. May we kindly ask for a message. We have Shambhala Initiations, Retreating to Recharge, Trusting in the Process, Dharma. Okay, this is about your future pathway. Trusting in the process. Yes, moon cycles and also retreating to recharge. And the Angel of Dreams, we're seeing somebody resting. Okay. I'm not going to say anything else just yet, although your message is coming through. Okay, starting fresh. 1313. Encouragement, goals, foundations, creative ventures, communication. Step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. Okay. Your message from your angels is really, really clear, I think, but we will, of course, draw tarot cards and find out more. You have an amazing idea, and your idea is absolutely divinely guided. Your prayers have been answered. This is something that you can start and bring to fruition. You can get it going. You can make it happen. There is a future here, a very golden and very bright future. I mean, this is an aim, fire, go for it. However, and this is a positive however, the aim, fire and go for it is also absolutely go for it, but don't go hell for leather. Like, take your time. This is something that it needs to sort of emerge on its own evolutionary pathway. This is like enjoy the journey with the essence and energy of the moon. The moon cycles remind us that life is cyclical. You know, we tend to measure everything in linear time, going from A to B, and this is not what this is about. You will get to your end goal. So absolutely step up and go for it. Initiate this. This is something that you want. You have this amazing idea, and it really is. It's really, really going to come to fulfillment. Along the way, it needs to, as I said, unfold naturally. And also, I think what's going to happen is that as you navigate its evolutionary journey of growth from start and beginning to fulfillment, to completion, as it unfolds, if you are taking time to recharge, if you step away from it, that's when you'll get further light bulb moments where you'll know what to do next. So you don't have to create this sort of exact plan. Simply know what the end goal is. Look ahead to the future. You know what you want to do. Get started and make sure that you approach this in a very balanced way, because I think guidance will be brought to you. Guidance, illumination, every step of the way you'll be shown what the next step is. It'll be like these light bulb moments of how to do it, how to bring it forth. What's the next step? This is the best way to do it. How do you put it into the world? That's the best way. It literally is going to emerge in that way, and you'll be guided and supported throughout. And that's really, I think, one of the biggest messages from your angels about your current situation. But this is a really amazing idea, so you do need to act upon it. It is really worthy of getting going with this. Let's see what your tarot cards are saying. You have the Ten of Pentacles. It's going to be really lucrative as well, I think, potentially. I mean, what I would say with the Ten of Pentacles, however we look at it, it's going to be monumentally successful. It really, really is. You know, you don't get more successful than that card. I'm seeing these two and also this one. And it's actually that one there as well. Yeah, it's going to be incredibly successful. It really, really is. And all the more reason to take your time and enjoy the journey. We've got the Two of Wands. It's a card of get going. Come out of your cave and get going. You would be surprised with the Nine of Wands. With this, I would say how fast it'll come together, because this has got a really fast energy in this card. It's interesting because the Nine of Wands often suggests, in a more traditional pack, a hurdles in the way, something you have to overcome. But this has got a very fast sort of whizzy energy. I almost feel like every hurdle that you come to, every little, I don't know, everything has a little bump in the road every now and then. I think you'll just overcome it. You'll just be shown the idea will be shown to you. It's like literally every step of the way. Also, you'll find, I think, that it does move in cycles. Now, I'm for those of you that know me, you'll know, if you follow me and follow my channel, you know I'm very passionate about the moon. I've been working with the moon for a long, long time. And the process of manifesting something, which is very cyclical, the process of manifestation absolutely perfectly aligns with the cycles of the moon. If you're using my Manifest with the Moon, Astro Moon Diaries, I had them specially. We've been working with the software engineers so that the timings are accurate in different time zones across the world, because most moon diaries, they're fantastic, but the timing will be referencing one location. So I've worked with the software engineers so the diaries have exact timings. We've even got a diary for New Zealand. We've got 2 for Australia, East and West. We've got Eastern time, Pacific time, Mountain time, Central time, if you're in either Canada or the US. So we've kind of got different timings. The reason I voice it is because I feel that your project, whatever it is you're initiating, it's going to go through these kind of cyclical cycles. It will progress, a bit like the universe. It's spiraling, constantly moving like this. And there will be points when there will be things that you need to get clear about. But that's true of everything in its evolutionary stages. There'll be points when you need to maybe course correct or refine. That's the word. You'll need to refine things. Just be still. Approach it in a balanced way. Love every moment. Get started. And if this is something that you actually put down because you thought it wasn't working, this is about picking it up and getting started again. Each step, if you just take your time and make sure you are balanced and you love the journey and you recognize that things are going to evolve like this rather than like that, I think every step, every little tweak or finesse will be shown to you. It'll be like a series of amazing ideas, and I think it might emerge in those cyclical cycles of the moon, in alignment with that. We had the 10 of Cups. I mean, I think that's phenomenal. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Let it emerge naturally. We've got butterflies. The 4 of Pentacles, I think it will consolidate quite quickly, actually, with the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, with Justice. Again, balance. Look how you need the balance. Every time you reach a point where you're not quite sure how to progress the next step, I mean, what if you've got an amazing idea to write a book, but you haven't worked out the different stages of the plot, or you kind of got the beginning and the ending in sight, but you're not quite sure how it's going to unfold or the different storylines within it. Every time you reach a point, get still, get balanced, take time out, rest, and the light bulb moment will occur because you'll be available to receive that guidance and that information. Yeah, Knight of Wands. You will progress so much faster than you realise. The key here is just to commit. You've got the Hierophant. Commit, get going, and approach it in a cyclical way where it's going to go through cycles. It's like if you were writing that book, chapter upon chapter upon chapter will unfold. Whatever this is, it's going to unfold naturally. You don't have to work out every detail right now. You simply need to commit to it. I think this is phenomenal. But the balanced approach is important, because I think that your angels will communicate with you through your dreams, when you're still, when you're meditating. And if you're too busy trying to move forwards all the time, you'll miss these pockets and moments of greater insight. And that will sort of slow you down. The moon cycles, this card says, Archangel Haniel, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. If any of you aren't working with a moon diary, I highly recommend you consider one. Whenever you come to this reading, if you're watching it as I've uploaded it, then do check out the diaries. I have a live event. If you're watching this as I've uploaded this, I've got a live event where we're doing a collective read tomorrow. I've just also been filming and creating a manifest with the moon, sort of how to do it video, a training video, which shows you how to use moon diaries, and so you can really literally capitalize on the moon cycles. So watch out for that. If you want to make sure you get notification of everything as soon as I post it, whether it's a webinar, a live event where we read together, which is what I'm doing at the time of this reading, this is what I'm doing tomorrow, whether it's another reading for guidance. So do subscribe, press the little bell icon. Hopefully you'll find out whenever I upload anything. But this is going to emerge. It's going to be so prosperous and so fulfilling. This is such detailed guidance about how to proceed. I do feel this is literally trust the process. Trust the process of evolution. Your prayers have been heard and answered, so have faith. Your idea is divinely guided. This is lovely. Sort of feel I want to follow through and just get a few more cards, see if there's anything else that comes through for you. But your messages are really clear. These messages, these angel messages, are so clear today, it's untrue. Queen of Swords. How interesting, because her energy, she's very crystal clear about what she's doing. She can be so committed and actually be quite logical about how she approaches things. And yet, because she is a queen, and all queens have a more windy energy. The kings, it's more of a straight line. If you were going to draw lines to represent the kings and the queens, a king is much more sort of, it's more of a straight line because there's a solidness. Somebody's at the top of their game. They've kind of already got there in many ways. They've got to the end goal. The queens take a windy road. They recognize that there is value and wisdom in cherishing every second of the journey, in pockets of stillness, in allowing something to unfold naturally. It's like a pregnancy. All of the queens have an element of that essence about them where they allow something to unfold naturally. You don't become pregnant and assume that the baby can be born tomorrow, because that would work quite well for you. You nurture yourself and that little one inside of you to the point of birth. But she does this with wisdom, with a clarity of thought. Lovely energy. Okay. The Sun. This is going to cut this. Look at that. It's going to burst forth. When this reaches its point of fruition, it honestly, it's going to be magnificent. I think this is so beautiful. Victory. No wonder you've got the victory card. Look at the golden energy, the golden palace. The Dharma. But yeah, retreat to recharge along the way. Enjoy the journey. Allow it to unfold and work with it. Your idea is absolutely divinely guided. It's going to be monumentally successful. I really think that is the case. But approach the whole journey in a balanced way whilst also progressing. You're going to get to a point of significant victory. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. So, love every moment of it. And beautiful souls, pile 3, keep me posted. Love to hear how you're getting on with this. Beautiful souls, tons and tons of love. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you hopefully for some other readings or a live event or a webinar, or over on my other channel where I have the monthly all zodiac sign readings. Beautiful souls, I am sending you the biggest hug ever. Tons of love, pile 3.